Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're talking about why Isaiah Bates and Sarah's wedding may be getting more attention for what wasn't shared than for what actually happened. Usually, a Bates family wedding means endless photos, emotional posts, and family members sharing every detail. But this time, followers noticed something very different. Wedding photos slowly surfaced. The timeline seemed to match earlier speculation. Several relatives may have been around that weekend, and yet everything stayed unusually quiet. In this video, we're looking at why fans question the silence, who may have attended, and why more people think Isaiah and Sarah simply chose privacy over publicity. Let's get into why one of the quietest Bates weddings has suddenly become one of the most talked about. When news of a new Bates family wedding surfaces, followers usually know exactly what comes next. Family photos start appearing, emotional congratulations fill social media, and little behind-the-scenes moments slowly trickle out over the following days. But after attention shifted to Isaiah Bates and Sarah's wedding, many fans noticed something unusual almost immediately. This time, it was not a huge announcement or glamorous photo dump getting people talking. Instead, what stood out most was how quiet everything seemed. Compared with other Bates weddings in recent years, Isaiah and Sarah's marriage felt noticeably more private. One of the first names fans started bringing up was not Isaiah or Sarah at all. It was Kelly Jo Bates. As the mother of the Bates family, Kelly Jo has built a reputation for sharing heartfelt posts during major milestones, especially weddings, births, and family celebrations. Because of that, some followers were quick to notice the difference when Isaiah's wedding was not followed by the usual wave of updates. A few people questioned why there were not more public congratulations or lengthy family posts afterward. Still, the conversation did not stay focused on possible drama for long. Instead, many fans started leaning toward a much simpler explanation, believing the family may have been respecting boundaries set by the couple. That theory gained traction because Isaiah has long been viewed as different from some of his siblings when it comes to public attention. Longtime Bringing Up Bates viewers often describe him as quieter, more reserved, and far less interested in building an online presence than several members of the family. Isaiah's name rarely comes up in conversations about influencing, blogging, or sharing everyday life publicly. Because of that, the idea that he might choose a more private wedding did not seem surprising to many followers. In fact, some argued that Isaiah has always appeared to be one of the Bates children least interested in turning personal milestones into content. The discussion grew even bigger when fans started revisiting details that had circulated months earlier. A wedding registry that appeared online had previously led some people to believe Isaiah and Sarah's wedding date could be May 9th. After newer wedding photos surfaced, attention returned to that timeline because Mother's Day fell just one day later. The close timing caused some followers to look back at family posts from that weekend and wonder whether certain pictures may have been taken while relatives were gathered together. Nothing about that has been officially confirmed, but the timeline has remained one of the most talked about pieces of the conversation surrounding the wedding. Even so, once photos from the wedding started spreading online, the focus quickly shifted away from dates and toward the couple themselves. Sarah appeared in a simple white gown that looked noticeably different from the glamorous bridal styles often seen across social media. Her dress featured a higher neckline with sheer lace three-quarter sleeves, creating a look many described as modest and traditional. The floral lace detailing on the sleeves became one of the standout elements because it gave the dress a classic feel without looking overly ornate. Her long wavy hair was worn down beneath a delicate veil, adding to the soft and understated appearance. Many followers immediately said the overall look felt closer to a conservative church wedding than a trendy influencer bridal moment. Isaiah's appearance matched that same low-key atmosphere. He wore a gray suit with a cream-colored tie and a small boutonniere, avoiding anything flashy or overly formal. Together, the couple's styling led many viewers to the same conclusion. This wedding did not seem designed for attention. That impression only grew stronger as more details about the reception emerged. Photos showed an outdoor setting with simple decor and a noticeably family-centered atmosphere. There were no dramatic lighting setups, luxury venue moments, or highly curated social media aesthetics. Instead, everything appeared smaller, quieter, and more personal. Certain details from the reception quickly became talking points on their own. The couple's table was decorated with soft pastel flowers, lace accents, and candles that added to the vintage feeling. A Bible verse was also visible as part of the decor, something many followers felt reinforced the deeply religious tone of the event. But one of the most discussed visuals was still the getaway vehicle. A red pickup truck decorated with "Just Married" signs immediately caught attention, because it looked so different from the luxury exits often associated with celebrity weddings. For some viewers, the choice felt refreshing. For others, it only emphasized how intentionally simple Isaiah and Sarah's celebration appeared to be. As more photos surfaced, the conversation slowly moved away from questions about secrecy and towards something else entirely. Many fans started wondering whether the wedding was simply an accurate reflection of who Isaiah has always been. If he has spent years staying out of the spotlight, then a quieter wedding would make sense. In online discussions, several followers said the atmosphere, the styling, and the lack of excessive posting all seemed to support the same idea. The wedding looked less like an attempt to hide something and more like a couple choosing to celebrate on their own terms. That shift in perspective noticeably changed the tone of the conversation surrounding them. Amid all the speculation, several family members were also mentioned by fans trying to piece together who may have attended. Aaron Payne, Torrey Smith, Ellie Bates, Carlin Stewart, and Alyssa Webster were among the names that came up repeatedly in discussions. Some people connected Mother's Day weekend posts to possible appearances at the wedding. However, because no official guest list has been shared, much of the conversation remains based on observations rather than confirmation. Interestingly, even as more names surfaced, followers kept returning to the same question. Why was there so little shared afterward? For a family that spent years living publicly, the lack of content ended up drawing more attention than the guest list itself. Beyond Isaiah, some fans have started noticing a larger pattern among younger Bates siblings. Names like Jackson and Emerson are often brought up because they have chosen to keep more of their personal lives offline compared with relatives who actively create content. Torrey Smith has also long been seen as one of the more private members of the family. Because of that, some followers believe Isaiah may not be an exception at all. Instead, they think he could be part of a broader shift happening within the family. While earlier years were closely tied to reality television and constant visibility, some younger members now seem to be moving in a different direction. Isaiah's wedding may have simply made that difference easier to see. In the end, the biggest reason people continue talking about Isaiah and Sarah's wedding may not be the photos themselves. It may be the combination of a quiet rollout, a noticeably simple celebration, and the possibility that the couple intentionally kept one of life's biggest moments mostly private. In a family long associated with public milestones, choosing less visibility ended up becoming its own story. Ironically, the fewer details shared, the more closely people paid attention. And for now, that may be exactly why Isaiah and Sarah's wedding continues to spark conversation even after the first photos finally appeared. And that's a wrap on this latest conversation surrounding Isaiah Bates and Sarah's surprisingly quiet wedding. So what do you think? Was the silence after the wedding simply a sign that the couple wanted more privacy, or do you think the lack of family posts made everything feel even more unusual? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments, because Bates family followers always seem to notice details others miss. And if more photos, family reactions, or updates eventually surface, this story may not be over yet. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next Bates family update. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.